Welcome students. So today in this particular series, so we are going to look into some of the problems related to the dynamic programming. So that means we'll be trying to work out some of the lab exercises, so where we are trying to use dynamic programming. So the first problem here we are going to solve is the knapsack problem, that is implement 01 knapsack using dynamic programming. So already we have discussed what is a knapsack problem. So in solving this particular knapsack problem, as we have seen in our theory, so the main important equation or the recurrence equation is this one, right? So we are supposed to, it is a maximization problem. Now we are supposed to maximize, right? So based on some initial conditions, and we are given the items, right? So here some items will be given for us, and for each item the profit or value is given, and weight of the item is given, and the maximum capacity of the knapsack, right? So now the main equation here what we have discussed is, so initial conditions. So whenever irrespective of values of j, right, whatever may be the capacity of the knapsack, if you are not selecting any item, that is I is 0, means the final profit, the matrix will be 0, right? Irrespective of j, the weight here I comma 0, output will be once again 0, and we are going to get the maximum value v of I j based on this particular equation, based on the condition. If j minus wi greater than or equal to 0, so then we use this equation in our table. So if j minus wi is less than 0, then we are going to use this equation. So now we are going to implement this particular algorithm, or try to implement this equation. Now if you look into this equation, so now here we are going to find the maximum, right? So what was the previous profit we obtained previously before selecting an item, and now if you select the ith item, the profit for the ith item plus the value what we had going to have in the previous item. So out of these two, whichever is maximum, we are going to retain that particular value and put that in the table. So every time here, majority of the time, based on this condition, we are going to find maximum of two numbers here. So now this part first in our program, so we will try to implement a small function now which calculates the maximum of two numbers, right? So we will open the code block. So this is the as usual procedure. So first we are going to write a small function to find largest of two numbers or maximum of two elements. So we will use the function max, right? So int a and int b. So you are going to find maximum of two numbers. So we will write a small inline function. So you are going to say return. So what is that? If a is greater than b, if a is greater than b, then you are going to say a is maximum colon b is, else b is maximum, right? So now this is a ternary function of C. So in one line we are going to, we have written globally we have declared a function which finds the maximum of two numbers a and b, right? So now we will write the function to implement knapsack in a recursive manner. We try to implement. So we will write the name of the function knapsack, knapsack. Okay. Now what are the arguments we are going to give? So first we will give capacity of this knapsack, let us say C. We call this as the maximum capacity given to our knapsack. Then weight, so we are going to consider weight of all the items, how many items are there. So we take it as a single dimensional array weight. Then value for all the item as a single dimensional array, VAL, either it can be a value or a profit you can call, and totally how many items have been given. So these are the four arguments what we are going to take in our function. Now we will declare two variables int I and c, right, for processing. So now we are going to store the resultant in a matrix because it is dynamic programming. So we are going to define a matrix K now whose size will be n plus 1, that is we have. So if you look here in theory how we have solved, say for example, now if you consider a problem now where the capacity of this knapsack is 4 kg and there are 3 items are there. Now initially now you are going to build a matrix like this. So you want this matrix, right? So how it is there? Now I, so since 3 items are there, so you are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. So totally there will be 4. And the capacity of this maximum capacity of knapsack is 4. So 0 to 4 totally 5. So we are going to consider 4 rows and 5 columns as the table. So that is why here we are going to declare int k n plus 1, that is how many items are there, plus 1, that is the 0th one, and similarly the maximum capacity of this knapsack c plus 1, right? So now we will start our loop. So for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I is less than or equal to n, because now we have one value which is greater, right? So we are having a 0. So since we start from 0, now you can see here I, so we have only 3 items but we are starting from 0 to 3, so totally it should go 4. So that is why now I equal to 0, I less than or equal to, I less than or equal to n I plus plus, right? So next for j, so j equal to 0, now here j is the capacity of this knapsack, you can assume. So j equal to 0, j is less than or equal to n, and j plus plus, so j plus plus. So for j equal to 0, j less than or equal to, j is what? J indicates the capacity of the knapsack. So j is less than or equal to c. So the maximum capacity of this knapsack, what we are assuming, the variable we are considering here is c. So j less than or equal to c and j plus plus, right? So now if, now initial condition, we'll put the initial condition. If I is equal to 0 or capacity of this knapsack j is equal to 0. So whenever i's value is 0 or j value is 0, now you see the equation. So how we have written the equation, the initial condition of our equation. So now see here, what was our initial condition? If I is 0 or j is 0, the total value will be 0 in our table or the matrix. So we say if I equal to 0 or j is equal to 0, so then k of ij is equal to 0, right? Is equal to 0. So we assign k of ij equal to 0. Now else if, right? So if weight of I minus 1, if it is less than or equal to j, so that means still if there is capacity left in our knapsack, see here, if j minus wi less than 0, so less than 0, so now here what we are writing, so we are bringing this in that side, so you can say it as the wi, so weight of I minus 1 if it is less than or equal to j, if it is less than or equal to j, so then what will be our for the resultant value? K of I c, right? K of I c, sorry, I j, k of ij is equal to maximum of, we are going to find the maximum of 2. What are the 2? The first one is k of I minus 1, that is previous value, k of I minus 1 and j, right? Between this one, I can see here, if it is wi, if it is greater than or equal to j. If you take this wi this side, then this becomes wi greater than or equal to j. Now this is our equation. What will be maximum of between this number and this value? So it is k of I minus 1 comma j comma profit of the ith item vi, right? K of I minus 1 comma j and profit of the ith item. What is the profit of the ith item we are having? So value of I minus 1, right? This plus k of I minus 1, right? Now be very careful here. K of I minus 1 and j minus weight of that selected item, weight of I minus 1, right? Now close the bracket. So now you have to see this brackets here carefully, here 2 square brackets. Now you are going to close. Now you are going to find the maximum of between these two values, right? Now else what is the another case? Now else it will be k of ij will be equal to its previous value only, k of I minus 1 and j, right? So now this is a recurrence function. So where now we try to find, so it is not a recurrence function, right? Because we are sending the input, right? You are going to return this input as an int. That means last value in our table will give you the maximum profit of a knapsack. So now if we want, we can display the entire matrix. So again it is an optional. If you want, you can try to display the matrix, otherwise you need not display the matrix, right? Now if you want to display a matrix, then we are going to use 2 for loop in order to print the matrix. So for I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to n, and I plus plus. So I plus plus. So we try to take this. It is just now what we are doing, we are just printing the matrix, the value which is present in K. So for j equal to 0, j is less than or equal to capacity of the knapsack, and j plus plus, right? So now you print the matrix. So printf. So which one you are going to print? Percentage 5d, will use some space, right? So you are going to print k of ij, right? So now you want to print that in a matrix form. So in the next line we'll use a printf /n, right? Now this is an optional, right? Now this coding, so this is an optional coding. Now if you want, you can use this, right? If you want, you can use it. Now if you use this coding, so you will be able to print the matrix. You will be able to print this matrix, that is here. So after solving this particular knapsack, so in theory how we were solving, so if we take this example, now we are constructing this matrix, right? Now if we want to display this complete matrix, so then only we are going to use that lines of coding. So where we are, but our actual answer is what? Our actual answer is, now we are supposed to get the maximum profit. What is the maximum profit you are going to obtain? So the maximum profit what you are going to obtain here is this 60. So you are going to return this. So this is your actual answer. But if you want to display this matrix also, if you want to display this profit table also, then you can use these lines of coding. So then you can use these lines of coding. Now other ways, you can exclude these lines, you can delete these lines of coding, and you can get the result. So now once you have displayed this, now you are going to return the final answer. So how you are going to return? You are supposed to return the last value, right? So what is that last value of our table? It is for the n item and C capacity of this knapsack, what is the maximum profit? You return these from your function. So this is the program for, what is this? 0-1 knapsack problem, right? So now we'll come to our main program. So void main. So now what all the things is required for our main program? So we know that, so we have to declare various variables. So we will start declaring the variables. So first one is a single dimensional array value, which stores the value for all the items. Then we have to consider weight, right? For each item weight is given, so we will take WT weight also as a single dimensional array. Then C for capacity of the knapsack, maximum capacity of the knapsack. N is for number of items, and for processing we will take a variable I, right? Now we are going to accept all the details one by one from the keyboard. So first what you are going to accept, now enter number of elements. Enter the number of elements for your problem, elements, right? So how many elements is given for us? So you take, so scanf %d, comma, ampersand n. So totally you have n elements are there with us, right? So after n elements, so now you have to accept for each element, enter the weight and profit or value, right? You have to accept profit and value for each of the n elements. So we will take a for loop. So for I equal to 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus, right? So if you are given 3 items, for all the 3 items one by one, you have to give the weight as well as the profit. So for all these items, so what you are doing, accept scanf, you have to give first weight, then you have to give the profit, right? So ampersand WT of I, comma, ampersand value of I. Now accept both these for all the given weights. So next you are going to accept the maximum capacity of the knapsack. Enter the maximum capacity of knapsack, right? So what is the maximum capacity of the knapsack? So scanf, what is the variable we have declared for that? C. So %C, right? Now what else is required to solve our knapsack problem? So everything we have got. So we got here the number of items n. For each n items you have put a for loop. You are collecting the weight and respective value, capacity of the knapsack. So now we have to call the function which gives us the result. So we will directly use printf. So the maximum capacity of knapsack is equal to, what is the maximum capacity of this knapsack? Now we will call the function knapsack, right? So what is the function name we have used? So this is the function name, right? So be careful when typing the function names. So we will use knapsack. So first you have to give what is the argument. You can see here, you should be very careful. Capacity of the knapsack and the weight WT and the value and total n numbers of items, right? So now this will give you the, or it will print the maximum capacity of our knapsack. So this completes our the main, right? This is our program. Now let us check the program. We'll save the program and we'll see what is the, or we'll try to execute this particular program and we will check. So we will compile the program and we'll see are we getting any errors, right? So now if you take this example, I will try to run with this particular example. What we have done in the theory, we'll try to see, we'll try to execute the same example. So here 3 items are given. So item A, B, C, and corresponding for the 3 items, weight and profit or the value is been given for us, right? And for this, now you are using the dynamic programming and you are trying to build this table, and you are going to check what is the maximum profit. So let us see. So we'll execute this. So yeah, so we have got an error. So now here it is telling that redeclaration. So int c. Now already here we have declared c as an integer. Again we are trying to declare it 2 times. So no need of declaring it. If you remove that also, it's not a problem, right? So we will execute that. So j is not declared, right? So we will declare this variable j. So we will declare the variable j. So these are the 2 variables, right? I and j. So here c already is declared here. Since j was not declared, so we have to declare this variable I and j. So I is used for items and j, you are using this j to indicate the capacity of the snapshot, whereas this c is the maximum capacity of the snapshot, right? So as we were telling, so we will be trying to give this as an input. So we'll try to give this particular problem as an input, and we'll try to see that what is the output. Are we able to get the maximum capacity for that particular problem? Should be 60. So it is compiling. So if you try to look into this, the main thing what we have done in this problem is that one small function to find the maximum of 2 numbers, like an inline function here we have written, and this is the main logic for our the calculating the snapshot, right? So initial condition, whether I equal to 0 or j equal to 0, the table will be, or in the matrix you are going to put 0. So then you have 2 equations based on this condition. If the weight of the ith item, if you are going to select, if it is less than or equal to j, so this is the equation you are having. Now otherwise, so your equation will be this one. Clear? So now let us see. We will give the input, and this one, this coding is an optional, as I told, right? This is used to print the matrix. Okay, so just that small errors we got where we have not declared the variables I and j, right? Now we will give this input. So now you see here, now how many elements are there in our problem? So we have 3 elements, so we will give the total number of element is 3. Now enter weight and profit. Now for all these 3 elements you have to enter weight and profit, right? So what is the weight for the first item? Weight is 3, profit is 25. Second item, you see what is the item? Weight for second item is 1, profit is 20, then 2, and profit is 40. And capacity of this knapsack, maximum capacity of this knapsack is 4 kg, right? So you get this as our output, right? So 3 enter the elements, 3 elements. So these are the weights and these are the profit, and this is the table which has been generated. And what is the answer? The maximum capacity of this knapsack is 60. Now let us see the theory how we have solved by the equations and by designing the table, right? So now if you look into this table, Where is the table? The cost, the actual matrix what we are trying to have. So in our table, since it is a dynamic programming, so you know that, so this, the first is J. So you can see this is our table here. Now observe this. So now this is your J value, right? That is capacity of the knapsack. It starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I, column. So these are the items: 0th item, first item, second item, third item. Now what we want, the maximum capacity of this knapsack. When you are having 3 items and the capacity is 4, maximum capacity is 4 and the item is 3, what is the maximum profit you are going to get? 60. Now you can see this one. This is our answer, and you are returning that in our program. You are returning the last value. Now if you look into this program, now here what we are telling, returns here. This is our actual answer what you are returning. Now these lines are used to display this table. So if you need, you can write this line, otherwise you can delete this line, right? Now say for example, now if I will delete this line and we will execute the program. So we will execute the program. What is the output? So only thing is that you won't get this table. So this particular table you won't get. It does the dynamic programming, it does the, using dynamic programming, it calculates the value and simply it returns this k of n comma c. That means this value 60 it returns, right? Now let us see that. So we will execute now. Now we have deleted those coding which displays the matrix, how we have done manually and how it has been stored. So now we will try to see that when we try to execute this program without, after deleting these lines. Here we have deleted many lines of our coding, right? So there is nothing but trying to display this matrix. So we will see what is the output we are going to get. Now again we will be giving the same values to check, that is the items, 3 items we are considered, right? We have considered these 3 items in our for this problem. Yes, so we'll run this, enter number of items 3, enter the weight and profit. So first item 3, 25, next 1, 20, next 2, 40. So it will display the maximum capacity. So now it is asking enter the maximum capacity of this knapsack. It is 4 kg. So it returns the maximum capacity. Sorry, it is not the maximum capacity, it should be the maximum profit, right? Maximum profit is 60. So we are going to get. Now you see that previously table was displayed, now the table is not displayed. So that is only the difference what we are having. So here if you include these lines, so if you include this line, it will display the table, right? And it will display the maximum. Here you, instead of capacity, you make profit, maximum profit of your knapsack. Now this is a very small and very simple program now where we are trying to solve this knapsack problem by using dynamic programming. Clear, students? So practice this program, right? Practice it very carefully. Now you can give some other problem also, or we can say you can give some other examples. So you can take some examples from the textbook or from previous year question paper, solve it manually. After solving it manually, you check the same problem with your program and you see that manually and with your help of your program, now you are getting the same answer. So this was the end of this session, so where we have discussed the dynamic programming. So using dynamic programming, we have tried to solve the knapsack problem. Okay, practice the program. So very well. Now if you have any doubts, you can drop a query in the classroom. Thank you. Practice it properly. Bye bye.